A bunch of comedians here tonight. This is my first time at this particular open mic, but also at the campfire. So I didn't know what to expect. I knew there'd be like poetry and music and everything. I was like, I don't know if artistic people are gonna laugh. I think that was just the artistic people that laughed then. I guess I should do more comedy for you guys. Comedians are like, not for us. So for those of you who don't know me, which I guess is most people, I live here in Minnesota now. I'm originally from Kentucky. I like to tell people that up front so you know that I'm not like you. I probably dated my cousins. In Kentucky, sometimes we'll have group dates. We call that Thanksgiving. I never dated a cousin. I wore shoes growing up. I didn't have to wear shoes. I was in Kentucky. It's like as a little child, I looked around. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna stay here. So now I'm in Minnesota. Everything I learned about Minnesota before I came up here, I learned by watching Little House on the Prairie. Yeah, laughter is correct. If you don't know why that's so funny, let me explain something. Little House on the Prairie, they had more than 10 years of shows, and it snowed twice. So I was tricked. You're right. It's better than Kentucky, though. It's better. I was raised in a really strict religious family there. Anybody else come from a strict religious family? Oh, what? Don't woo. What were you?
Southern Baptist.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. Me too. What's that? So, give me an example of something you were not allowed to do.
Didn't play cards.
Didn't play. Oh wow, we played rook.
No.
So, you had it worse. What was it? Big Will?
Yeah.
What were you?
Southern Baptist.
Southern Baptist too?
Yeah.
What?
Most blacks are from the South and the Baptist, so Southern Baptist.
Most blacks what?
Are from the South and Baptist, unless you got a Muslim.
Most,
Yeah, there's not many options.
you can be anything you want to be. I'm not gonna stand up here and tell you as a black person you have only two religions to choose from. So.
Oh, I rejected all of that.
What were you not allowed to do?
All right, I gotta think now. I started doing everything once I left the house. I gotta remember now.
Oh, you mean, yeah, it's like, oh, we couldn't play cards, but I played cards.
Yeah.
That's like the Catholic girls on my bus.
You couldn't almost curse. You couldn't say darn, doggone, you know.
Really?
Yeah, you couldn't almost curse.
Were you allowed to listen to music too?
No secular music.
No, yeah, me neither. The rest of you remember the Spice Girls?
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't. I'm just now discovering some of the bands I missed out on when I was growing up. Bands like REO Speedwagon, I like them a lot. LED Zeppelin. That's a good one. My dad was a pastor in a Baptist church, and one night he was putting me to bed, and I go, Dad, I'm scared. What if there's a monster in my closet? And he goes, don't worry, monsters don't exist, okay? You need to be afraid of the devil. He goes, listen, if there was a real monster in your closet and he could see the devil, the monster would die of a heart attack. So good night. Now I have anxiety. Surprise.
Weird.
I spent a couple of years ago, I don't want to bring anybody down, but a couple of years ago I spent a little bit of time, a few days in a mental health ward in a hospital. And sometimes when I tell, like I have friends, I have a friend in particular who has anxiety, and she's like, man, when you told me that, I was like, oh, I hope I don't end up in a mental health ward. And I'm like, no. Listen, your anxiety is not like if our anxieties were students at the same middle school, my anxiety would be an honor student. And yours would not. So, like, I should get a sticker for my car. That's my anxiety. And I just started doing this material, and I had a friend who's a comedian who said to me, I didn't know that that happened to you. When did that happen? I go, it was a couple summers ago. It's okay. And he goes, well, I don't remember seeing anything about it on Facebook. Yup. Guess I forgot to update my status before they took my phone away. They take your phone away, they take your clothes, they give you scrubs. You can't have your belt even, because a lot of psych patients like to spank each other. I've always wanted to believe that I'm special. I like to think that I'm special, I'm different, and my wife, she hates it when I talk like that. She's like, you're just like everybody else. Stop acting like you're so unique. And you should have seen the look on her face when she had to visit me in the hospital. I'm like, you must feel pretty stupid right now. One of these things is not like the other. And what was brand new? I lost it. Well, I don't know where I was going with that. But oh, don't be sad. Don't be sad. Sometimes people be sad. Don't be sad. A lot of people have issues. A lot of people in this world, people struggle. People are in wheelchairs. People struggle being, there are people who are deaf, blind. People have diabetes. And I like to think that I'm better than all of those people. Because I like to think I'm, okay, that's a new one. That's a new one, and you guys have been really generous with your laughter up till this point, but that one's not gonna make it in my set after tonight. So thanks. I had an officer, a police officer. Well, he was just a guy at a show, and I did this new stuff, and he came up to me afterwards. He goes, "Hey, thanks for talking about mental health issues." He said, "I was actually in Iraq, and I'm a police officer. I've seen some awful things, and I know what it's like to deal with mental health, and I really appreciate you talking about it." And I said, "Well, first of all, you're welcome for my service." I mean, me and you, we're the heroes, man. You spent some time in Iraq. I spent some time getting spanked as a child. That one neither, huh? Okay. Good thing I'm taping. I feel like we should just stop and talk, because at this point most of us know each other. What? He was in Iraq. I got spanked. That's here and here. So that's worse. That's why it's funny. So I'm trying to be a more positive person as an adult. I'm trying to work on feeling better about myself, things like my body image. At this point I have a ridiculously positive body image. I'll look in the mirror, I'm like, that's not accurate at all. Okay, the last one might have been on me. But that one, you did not give it the credit that it deserves. I was at the doctor's office. You gotta play these mental games sometimes, make yourself feel better. I was at the doctor's office and I was looking at her height and weight chart, and it turns out I'm dangerously under height. Okay. Good place to end. The really exciting thing about doing this brand new place I've never been is I was just sitting there and I was going, these people don't know me. I've got 7 sets. Some of it, like tonight, not all gonna hit. But you've never heard it before, because I was watching KJ and Big Will, and Diana just found out you come here all the time, and I was like, they have to at this point. If you come here all the time, everybody knows you and knows everything you do, right? So, yay. Yeah. All right, thanks.